much for being here and sharing your time. It is such an honor to be chatting with you both. I grew up watching High School Musical, Hannah Montana, kicking it, all the things, and just am so happy to be here with you both. I wanted to dive right into this show and talk about what the importance has been on working on this project for both of you. It is such a privilege for these young actors to get to work with you and to hear your insights and knowledge. And I know, Jason, you've worked quite a bit in mentoring and coaching some of these actors. So what does that mean for you in bringing this talent to the show?
I've loved kind of every part of my experience with this show, whether it was sort of being a mentor for the kids and helping them get up to speed as young professionals, or just watching them develop personally. And the show itself, it really does a great job of paying homage to something that we all loved, when we were younger in the High School Musical movies. But the show does a good job of having its own sort of fresh, creative take on it, while tackling really serious, more modern issues for a younger generation. We talk a lot about the pressures of social media. We talk a lot about LGBTQ like issues in the show. We have lots of representative relationships, and it doesn't feel like it's token representation either. Like, it feels like we're really trying to do our best to tell real stories that are important and let people see a little of themselves in the show. So across the board, entertainment wise, its soul, the things that it's trying to like say, I just love being a part of this thing a lot.
Absolutely. I love that you bring up representation, especially because Corbin, it reminds me of when you first kind of popped on the scene, the first thing everyone was noticing was your hair, and a lot of young people and were, claiming that identity and feeling a little bit more comfortable in their skin because they got to see someone like you on screen. So for you, how does that representation conversation continue, and what's exciting about being on this show this season?
Just the fact that it is so much more normal to see it now. And you're not just going out for the token role. We see. I think that is one of the most important parts of when we talk about representation, is not about seeing the character having to just represent that entire community, but that the community that we live in, it's just a part of normal life. And I feel like it's the same thing even when we talk about LGBTQ issues. It doesn't always have to be about the struggle. So many times we also want to see the joys that come with it, because I know, just as a person of color, yes, I do like to be able to have that struggle that is represented, but at the same time, sometimes I just want to see someone that looks like me, that is just also that is living a good life. That's so important for everyone to be able to see that everything is capable, everything is possible. It's been such a different experience to see it, done today than it even was done back then.
Definitely. I know we only have a short amount of time, so I wanted to do some quick rapid fire questions. What is your favorite episode of the season, and maybe some unexpected things we can see from both of your characters?
I can't tip too much, but there was an episode later in the season that harkens back to some classic Disney Channel games vibes with me and Corbin that I am beyond excited about. So I can't tease it any more than that. I probably over teased it, but that was like one of my favorite things that we shot all season.
That episode was incredible. And then same thing. There's another episode that I just want to tease just a tad little bit, that I do actually get to participate in a pretty big musical number. That's what I was hoping for coming back to the series. That's what I love. I'm such a Broadway baby, a musical lover. I just wanted to be able to, do what I love doing, which is singing and dancing and doing it with alongside just this incredibly talented cast. So I felt like I got to live my best life there.
Absolutely. Disney Channel games and a musical number. I feel like this is like the highlight of my life coming. I wanted to also just add, what was the most rewarding part of getting to engage with these young actors also? I know that I was talking to Sailor and Adrian earlier. They talk about, Corbin, you giving a speech kind of to the castmates at the end of the season. So what conversations are you having with them that have particularly stuck with you, that perhaps you've learned from them and they've learned from you?
It's fine. I know exactly what you're talking about, that speech that happened at the end, and that was very impromptu. And I think what I took away from this whole experience was just how how much I was emotionally struck by all of it. I knew that going back into it again was going to be fun, and I knew that going back into it again was going to bring up, you know, old feelings, but I really I don't think I was quite prepared. And near the end of the season, I just had a moment. I just had a moment. I was looking around, and I just to see this new generation that one is upholding the meaning of theater, and how important it is, and how much it's able to be just a form of expression and a joy machine, and to see it being done so well and with so much integrity. I wasn't ready for it, and it really, like, in the same way that Corbin on screen, the character of Corbin is his heart melts over the course of it. I think the same thing happened with just me in real life. You know, I'm not cold to it, but there are times where you just kind of dive into your work, and you get your tunnel vision on, and you just got to do your thing. And it was just a moment of my eyes opening.
Absolutely. I think we have to wrap up, but I'm so grateful that I got to talk to you both. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and just thank you so much.
Thank you. Have fun.
Take care.